What happens when a nation's language is almost erased by a foreign invasion? In 1066, the Norman Conquest changed England forever. But out of that chaos, a beautiful new language emerged, bringing us stories of knights, dream visions, and divine mysteries. Today I am exploring the masterpieces of Middle English literature, from the birth of King Arthur's legends to the genius of Geoffrey Chaucer. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the second video on the series of History of English Literature. In this series, I will be covering every major era of English literature from Anglo-Saxon to postmodern age. If you haven't watched the first video, do watch it by clicking the link in the description below. Middle English literature represents a transformative era following the Norman Conquest of 1066, where native Saxon traditions merged with French cultural ideals. After 1066, England became a trilingual country. The nobility spoke French, the church used Latin, and the common people clung to English. For 300 years, English was seen as a low language. But something amazing happened. English absorbed the French vocabulary. This welding of Saxon and French is what created the rich Middle English we know today, the language of Chaucer. A defining trait of Middle English poetry is its clarity. Shifting away from the gloom of earlier works like Beowulf, this sense of light permeated the subject's style and general spirit of the writing. The democratic spirit of the old Saxon works was replaced by an aristocratic note, marking the beginning of a literature focused on high society. Influenced by the institution of knighthood and the crusades, poets introduced the themes of courtly gallantry and the tenderness, passion of love, which were absent from earlier Saxon battle-focused tales. Poets moved away from describing Arctic seas and battlefields to celebrating the bright details of spring, such as flower-decked meadows and singing birds. Medieval romances were legendary tales of adventure, mostly written in verse, categorized into three matters based on their source material. The Matter of France deals with the tales of Charlemagne and his peers. Key works include the Song of Roland and the Four Sons of Ammon. The Matter of Rome consists of tales from Greek and Roman sources, such as the deeds of Alexander, the siege of Troy, and classical legends, as well as original tales like the Arabian Nights. The Matter of Britain, the most popular category, focusing on early English heroes and Arthurian legends. Geoffrey of Monmouth is considered the true father of these legends through his Latin work Historia Regum Britannia. Laymon's Brut. This work holds the unique distinction of being the first celebration of the Matter of Britain in English tongue. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. Regarded as the jewel of medieval romance, it is a charming 2,530-line poem noted for its extraordinary strength. Now let's look at the giants who defined the era. Dante Alighieri. His Divine Comedy mapped out the medieval soul's journey toward God. William Langland, author of Piers Plowman. It's a powerful social critique using a dream vision to show a field full of folk living between heaven and hell. The Pearl Poet. Along with Sir Gawain, this anonymous writer gave us Pearl, a jeweler's lament for a lost daughter that explores deep grief and purity. Geoffrey Chaucer, the father of modern English. You can't talk about this period without Geoffrey Chaucer. His Canterbury Tales changed everything. By following a group of pilgrims, including the knight, the miller, and the bold wife of Bath, Chaucer captured the entire social ladder of 14th century. He proved that English was a language capable of highest art. Women writers of the time. Roswitha, the first accepted woman writer in Europe. Marie de France, master of the lays, short narrative poems. Christina de Pizan, the voice behind the book of the City of Ladies. Marguerite Kempe. She wrote the very first autobiographical narrative in English, a raw look at her own psychological and spiritual state. From the battlefield of Hastings to the road to Canterbury, Middle English literature shows a culture finding its voice. It was a time of transition, mixing French elegance with English grit. Which of these works would you want to read first? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel.